Hi Aquarius, welcome back. So Aquarius, this is going to be your reading and we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. All right, when I was meditating on the collective Aquarian energy, I was getting a lot of clearing out type of vibes. So for instance, they were showing me like someone clearing out what looked to be a food cabinet or a pantry, they also showed me someone looking for something. So some of you might be playing a little bit of lost and found on yourself, okay, if you've been a bit absent-minded or losing things. But in essence, it's more so about kind of clearing out vibrational energy. But take it for what it resonates with you as. I also saw Christmas lights, and I know in the US right now it's holiday season. Some of you might be getting into the holiday season or putting your lights up, or that may have some significance to you, even if it's not the holidays. Because I do find a weird, odd trait about Aquarians, and I can say this because I'm an Aquarian, is we love good lighting. I don't know why that is. At least all the Aquarians I know. Like, I love ambiance and candles. And when I was like a teenager, I would always have Christmas lights hang up all over my room, even though it wasn't Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it's just that quirky Aquarian whatever. Ambiance is important. So some of you are like setting the mood, so to speak, in your space and your comfort zone. Just simply because of where we're at seasonally. Of course, I know some of you are not in the US that watch me, but still, you may resonate with that, okay? And then I got a really old Paula Abdul song. I don't know why I keep getting Paula Abdul, but it was just one song, True Intention. So getting to the true intention of your own motives, Aquarius, but also other people around you, is what's being highlighted right now. And the energy in Scorpio season has been so intense, okay, that it has really intensified, of course, the emotional energy of the collective, but also that scorpionic type of vibe of this more shadowy energy showing up. So some of us doing shadow work during this time frame, but definitely things coming to the surface, okay? Realizations of self, realizations of others, some abruptness going on in the energy, Aquarius. It's that death and rebirth type of vibe, you know, things falling away from our life so that we can birth a new chapter, okay? Especially as we go into Sag season, which then goes into Capricorn Aquarius into 2022, okay? So this is like, it's like Scorpio season starts us off to gear up and like prepare the grid for the next year, for 2022. So a lot of purging going on in the energy, if you will. All right. So let's get into it and see. And as I say that, I have the card of Uranus, which is the card of erratic energy in this deck. But it's also talking about breakthroughs, brainstorms, insights, this awakening type of vibe, okay? You might notice like it seems a little glitchy. You might even notice like your technology glitching a little bit. But overall, it is meant to bring in, like I said, some sort of new revolution of self or new revolution in your life. So I was just getting ready to say be prepared, and I got the card of preparation out. So exactly. It's like this energy, Aquarius, is gearing you up to expect the unexpected. So if you think you know where the trajectory of a situation is going, prepare to be amazed is the words that are coming to me. Like, prepare to expect the unexpected, because I do feel like there's some twists. They're giving me the word plot twist here. And of course, it's all working out for you, but it may not feel like that at times. It may feel a little too erratic for your liking. But honestly, I feel like Aquarian energy thrives in changing energy because you are the zodiac sign of freedom and change and humanitarianism. So some of you, you might welcome this vibe in, even though it feels a little bit unsteady. Okay, so now they're giving me that song, Unsteady by Imagine Dragons. So get prepared, Aquarius. Now they're giving me another song. War. Good God. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Ooh. I'm not saying actual war, but that is the lyrics to the song. But FYI, some conflict might be showing up, okay, in and around you, all right? And they're giving me the term conflict avoidance. So I feel like for the most part, Aquarius, you're going to steer clear of that. You're going to, I feel for the most part, do your best to amend that situation, or to completely divert yourself away from it. Okay, so I'm not getting those words right. I'm sorry, hold on. It's almost like you can see something coming and you're purposely changing course to avoid it. Because they're giving me the example of like Google Maps. You know how Google Maps, when you're driving in your car, the navigational system, if it sees like roadblocks or a wreck or something, it will just naturally offer you a different course that you could take, or a different road you could take to bypass something. And I feel like that's what Spirit is doing, or like your intuition is leading you down a path of least resistance, where you could take another route where you bypass some sort of messy situation, okay? Or maybe life has already done that, but you're now seeing it and fully realizing, wow, that was a blessing in disguise, or God's rejection, you know, another person's rejection is God's protection. It's a sense of like becoming aware of another way you can go about something, or another path that's opening up to you that helps to avoid being part of something really messy. Or, like I said, that already occurring and you now getting the hindsight to be like, wow, thank God that didn't work out, because I would not want to be stuck in that mess, okay, or in that job, or with that person, right? So let's go into the headspace and see, Aquarius, what else you have going on. Temperance. I keep getting Sagittarius energy in all of the readings, and I think it's because there must be something very significant about Sagittarius season, which is December, end of November. It's almost like the energy is like ramping up or speeding up during that time frame. And just something to take note of, Aquarius. There might be some changes coming through that you don't foresee in the month of December, but it's helping to prepare the grid. Like, it's helping to create that bypass. You know. So Temperance, the Moon, Ace of Pentacles. So this is showing up in your headspace. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. I had a distraction. All right. So in the headspace, Aquarius, Temperance and the Moon. So this is really getting in control of your emotional self. Now, there could have been some very emotional energy that came to the surface, especially over the past week or so. I personally felt it, did a video on it. If you follow me on Facebook, you saw that. But I think all of us on a collective scale, we're feeling this intense type of surge coming through. And this is helping to kind of purge some deep-seated emotions that we all had, okay, to bring it to the surface for us to look at, to become more self-aware, okay, about the role that we play in our life, the role we play in other people's lives. It could be even emotions that you thought you had moved past coming back up, and like you not being able to deny it, you know. But this is putting you back on solid ground and allowing you to truly, finally let go. Okay, because some of you were holding on to something that was very emotionally displeasing to you, and it was kind of drowning your energy or pulling you down where you're not comfortable, okay? And there's something here about lack of confidence playing a role here. And I don't think Aquarians are lack confidence in general. However, I do feel like there was an emotional situation that did have you feeling like a little bit of lackluster or a lack of confidence in yourself, or this like lack of confidence in yourself to be able to pull yourself out of something. But I do feel there's success here. And they keep giving me the phrase, getting back on solid ground. So this is also highlighting you starting to give all of your focus to the things that grow you, to the things that make you feel more grounded, to the things that have growth potential, and kind of letting go of things, people, places, situations that were, for the most part, creating a lot of unnecessary emotion, but not necessarily contributing anything to your life other than that. So be prepared to let some things go, let some people go, let some habitual patterns of behavior go. It's not always about others. Sometimes it's about letting things go within ourselves, because I feel that heavy coming through. And I know personally, as an Aquarius, I've noticed that there's significant relationships that are being brought to the forefront that are now no longer in alignment with me and where I'm at. And so I've noticed that there's some sort of cycling out of bonds and connections that no longer are going to serve a purpose in the next chapter. Okay. So I feel like you may also notice that, Aquarius, that you're growing out of situations or out of relationships or out of certain things that you used to identify as self. You might be growing out of yourself. You're growing into a whole new damn person. You know what I'm saying? It's like a snake shedding its skin, which is funny because I also talked about that in a video I just did. It's like shedding the old you and becoming a new version of you. I guess a better term that would be more endearing is like when the caterpillar goes to the butterfly. You know, so it's like a complete release of the old you, and therefore anything that was vibrationally attached to that. All right, so, and I know that's a big message, but I'm telling you, I've seen it for all of the zodiac signs, that this big energy coming through. All right, so emotionally, where are we at? Knight of Wands. The Five of Pentacles. The Star and the Magician. So I literally heard, don't act too soon. Don't jump to conclusions. Don't be quick to jump ship. Not during these next 30 days. Okay, especially not in Scorpio season. Because some of you emotionally are like, okay, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's do this. And then like the timing's not right. So it's important that you prepare yourself. This is not something, by the way, Aquarius, that you're needing to do. Okay? The universe is not calling you to take action right now. It's calling you to sit back and observe as things slowly move for you. You know, so I don't feel like you're being called to make any major action-oriented changes in your life. Instead, what the encouragement is to pay attention and to know that kind of like source and universe is doing it for you, okay? And so don't jump the gun here, okay? I don't think Aquarians are impulsive, but some of you might feel emotionally impulsive during this time frame, especially if you're feeling at a low point, or you're coming from a place of lack or loneliness, or yeah, if you're feeling depleted, Aquarius, that is not the time to push yourself to do something or to say something. That's time to take a nap, go to sleep, try again tomorrow, okay? But there's a bounce back here. So this is you feeling like yourself again, going back into manifestation mode, making things happen in your own life, kind of taking life by the reins. This is also indicative to me of emotionally feeling at one again, you know, with yourself. And so if you've been acting kind of out of character, I feel like you're going to realign with self during this time frame. But it is after a period of this like weird erratic energy, okay? There's like in and out energy here. And for some of you, experiencing like really high highs and really low lows of really wanting, like feeling really, really good one day and then the next day completely depleted. Which I got this message in Scorpio too. So if you have Scorpio in your birth chart, check that out. But it's like, yeah, be careful about going from really one extreme to the other, Aquarius, as it would deplete your energy, right? So that's why they're saying, try your best to stay present in the present moment so that when things come through, these changes come through, that it doesn't completely throw you in one direction or another. That you can sit and observe and then make a choice, right? Choices that are in alignment with your highest good, with what you're trying to create in your life, okay? As you are the creator of your own life experience. And so it's important not to go into reactionary mode or to get triggered, because I feel it's very heightened trigger energy happening for the collective. So be careful about that, but rather to just kind of focus on your goals, focus on your own healing, the things that you want to create in your life, all right? So let's go into the bigger spiritual picture, Aquarius. 7 of Cups, reverse, 3 of Cups. Woo! So Aquarius, if there's been emotional confusion, this feeling uncertain about how to feel, you know, that's dissipating, that's leaving. And really, that was one of the major blockages that you had, was truly being able to see clearly where you stand in your own life, but also in other people's lives. And to clearly be able to see like the truth of an emotion or the truth of how you feel. And that is the greatest insight that you're ever going to have. But that is the biggest change that's coming through during November, December, is this like new perspective, this new insight. And it's definitely highlighting relationships. So again, if there was confusion around relationships, you know, whether that be friendships, intimate partners, family, whatever, I feel like that confusion is lifting. And you're going to see who's down for you, who's there for you, who really does vibe with you. It's almost like those that are no longer on your attraction wavelength will go find other soul groups, and you're either retaining those who do vibrate with you, or you're calling in new soulmates or new parts of your soul group. It's almost like a complete rebirth or overhaul, but in the emotional sector, in the relationship sector. All right. And somehow that impacts, excuse me, your financial security. It could be that you're making connections as well in the career arena that's helping to boost something about your finances, you know, like finding out that people really have your back, or getting support where it's needed. Getting backing. I don't know what that means, like financial backing possibly for some of you, but either way, there's success coming through, and it's like being filled with new ideas again, which is how you know as an Aquarian that you're truly happy and in alignment. Because when you're truly happy and in alignment, Aquarius, ideas just flow like constant ideas, constant, oh, that sounds fun. Ooh, that was good. You know, and when you're not in alignment, life feels gray, meh, boring. Boredom is the equivalent to depression for an Aquarian, because your mind always wants to be stimulated. So if you've been stuck in that lower vibration, it's like the idea factory opening up, you know, or as you come into alignment, you'll start to realize like, oh man, there's so many things I want to do, or that I want to think about, or that I want to write, or I want to create, or, you know, like most Aquarians fall in love with what they do for a living first, and relationships come secondary. Just saying. Well, friendships are always very important to Aquarius. I'm not saying relationships aren't important, but you know how you are, Aquarius. I'm an Aquarian too. We prioritize the things that bring us sparks of creativity, and then it's like relationships get to come along for the ride. Or say if you were a different zodiac sign, it might be that relationships are so important, and like career and other things just go by the wayside. Okay, so all I'm saying is you prioritize things that make you feel full of life and full of ideas before anything else. But that's also somehow also giving you clarity within connections, because you're finding out who's contributing to where you're headed and who is holding you back. There's a deeper sense of knowing oneself, of feeling more established, of feeling more secured, of feeling more worth in yourself. And you're definitely going to know by the end of this year who's coming with you to your next chapter and who's not. And I don't think you should feel a bit sad about it, Aquarius, because it's normal and natural for us to go through these cleansing processes, this death and rebirth phase, because it's just part of the evolution of life. Excuse me, I dropped that. So get ready for the ideas to flow. Let's see what the Osho Zen has to say. You have going with the flow and aloneness. So again, Aquarians you guys don't fear being alone, but I don't feel like you're going to have to go it alone. In fact, I feel like you're going to know that at the end of the day that you have some sort of network here of support, even if that is just the feeling of feeling good about oneself. But go with the flow, Aquarius, because good things are coming, are here, I should say. And this says, seek. The power of spirit exists in all things. Everything is made of energy, and every single thing in your physical world contains a fragment of spirit, including you. We are all one with spirit and always will be connected to one another. So it's almost like Aquarius, just knowing that in the big picture, you are eternal consciousness, that you are energy, and this shift that you're going through, although it may seem jolting at times or even a bit erratic and unpredictable, that this too shall pass, but it's also bringing in that of which is for you and a deeper sense of feeling committed, okay, and knowing who's got your back. So I'm going to leave it there, Aquarius. And zodiac signs you might be dealing with, I have Capricorn, Sagittarius, Pisces, Aquarius, Libra. Yeah, those are the predominant zodiac signs I'm seeing. But keep in mind, it's a general reading. So those could be in your birth chart of the people you're dealing with, or it just could be the influencing vibes. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can catch me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff. I do have a lot of videos over there of just me being me, but also spirituality, tarot, all that good stuff. Linked in the description box, Tarot Time with Dana, and also linked in the About section where you can find the donation link. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can do so there. Otherwise, I am wishing you the very, very best, Aquarius, and until next time, my friends, namaste. Bye.